background or the initial part of a sentence or the reference. Now let me share the screen to you. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Now give me a mango. Example is GIVE. Give me a mango. MANGO. Give me a mango. Look at here. A mango. Give me a mango. Give me a mango. Before this, a is used. A is used. Numerical 1. 1 mango. Give me a mango. The numerical 1. Number is used. 1 mango. A is used. Then next, I saw a beggar. I saw a I saw a beggar. Here a is used. I saw a beggar, a certain person, 1 beggar. Then a class. A dog is a useful animal. A dog is a useful animal. A dog is a useful animal. Class. A dog is a useful animal. A dog. Here, a class of dogs, representing the whole class of dogs. A is used. Next, the same for this A is used. Two of a trade seldom agree. Two of a trade seldom means rare. Quachit. Two of a trade seldom agree. Means two persons of the same trade rarely agree because they are the competitors. Here it is said the same trade. Oh, next, any. A child generally likes to play. A child generally likes to play. Likes to play. Here, a child means any child. Any child. A is used. Then, when a proper noun is used in the sense of common noun, again, there is the difference between a common noun and a proper noun. And when a proper noun is used in the sense of a common noun, at that time a is also used. Proper noun, that means a particular name of a person, a particular name of a thing, a particular name of an idea. That is the proper noun. But general name of a person, thing, or ideas or places are common nouns. But when a particular name is used, the name is particular, but when it is used as a common noun, at that time, before that noun, a is used. For example, a Daniel comes to judgment. A Daniel. A Daniel. A Daniel, a very wise judge. Suppose a very WISE wise judge, JUDGE. A very wise judge comes to judgment. to judgment. Judge comes to judgment. Here, Daniel is a proper noun. Daniel is a proper noun, but it is used here as a common noun like a judge. Means a judge comes to judgment. A judge comes to judgment. A judge comes to judgment. So this Daniel is used in the sense of common noun as a judge. A Daniel, a very wise judge, comes to judgment. Means when a proper noun is used in the sense of a common noun before that is used. Then certain quantity, for the certain quantity is used. Let me tell you or explain you by this example. A lot of, a certain quantity, then a great deal of. You have to learn by heart these friends. A lot of, a great deal of, then a great many, a great many, a couple, then a dozen, 12. But before that it is used earth. So a certain quantity, a dozen, devo, a dozen. Let me tell you one more time, dear friends. A is used or an is used. These are the examples where a is used. Here, a is used before a certain quantity. Before a certain quantity. Before a certain quantity. Earlier examples were used for using the n. Now these are the examples where we are using a. When a certain quantity is shown at that time, before those words, we have to use a lot of, a great deal of. Keep in mind, learn by heart. A great many, a couple, a dozen. Next, these were the certain quantity. A lot of, a great deal of, a great many, a couple means two. A couple means quantity of two, a couple, a dozen. So it was about certain quantity, and when we talk about certain numbers, when we talk about certain numbers, before those certain numbers, we have to use a. For example, 100. 100. 100. A million. A million. A million. Here, certain quantity, certain number. When certain number is there, before a is used. Next, a is used before half. H-A-L-F, half. A is used before half. A is used before half. For example, 1 and a half. 1 and a half. A is used before half. Before half, we have to use a. 1 and a half. Next, a half kilos. A half kilos. A half kilos. or a kilo and a half. And a half. 1.5, a half kilo, a kilo and a half. A half holiday. A half holiday. Not complete holiday. A half share. A half share. A half share. A is used before half. 1.5, a half kilos, a kilo and a half holiday, a half share. Then a is used before price, speed and ratio. A is used before price, speed and ratio. For example, again let me tell you, a is used before price, speed and ratio. 10 rupees a dozen. Price 10 rupees a dozen. A dozen. 10 rupees a dozen. 60 kilometers an hour. 60 kilometers an hour. An hour. 4 times a day. Four times a day. Here 10 rupees a dozen. 60 kilometers an hour and 4 times a day. Next, exclamation. For this, a or an is used. In particular, a is used. For example, what a long queue. What a long queue. What a long queue. A is used. This is an exclamation where a is used. What a long queue. Next, what a pretty girl. Next, such a selfish man. Such a selfish man. In expressions or exclamations, we have to use these articles. A. What a fine day. Fine day. What a fine day. What a fine day. What a long queue. What a pretty girl. Such a selfish man. What a fine day. So these were the uses of a or an. A or an are indefinite articles. These are called the definite articles because they do not point out any definite or particular person or thing. And their uses according to the sound we have seen. Then their uses according to the context we have seen. Now, dear friends, let us see use of the. Use of the. Now, use of the. Use of the. According to the context. According to the context. Context means reference or the earlier part or the background or the backdrop. Yes, the use of the article according to the context. This the article is called the definite article. The article is called the definite article because it points out some definite, it points out or it indicates some definite or particular person or a thing. The definite article, the is used. The is used when we speak of a particular person or thing. The article is used when we speak of a particular person, a particular thing, or the or particular idea, or one already mentioned idea or the thing or the person, or when already known, well known to us. When we talk about it, we have to use the. When we speak particularly about a person or thing, or particular person or thing, or when we speak of a person or thing which is already mentioned or which is well known to us. So before that, we have to use the article. For example, shut the box. Shut the box. Not any box, but one particular box. We are talking about the particular box, and that's why the is used there. Next, call the boy. Call the boy. Here, the boy is particular. Maybe who is already known. Maybe about whom already mentioned. So when we talk about a particular thing or person, or which is already well known, or which is mentioned, before that we have to use the article, call the boy. Next, call the boy means not any boy, particular boy. Then he promised to use the medicine I gave him. He promised to use the medicine he promised to use the medicine he promised to use the medicine I gave him. he promised me to use the medicine, but not any medicine, particular medicine, and that's why the is used. Medicine. He promised to use the medicine means the particular medicine I have gave him. The is used. The is used when a singular noun or adjective of quality is meant to represent a dear friend. Let me tell you again, a singular noun or an adjective. A singular noun or an adjective is meant to represent a whole class. For example, the lion. The lion means the whole lion. The lion is the king of beasts. The king of beasts. Yani here, not only a particular lion about it is talk, but the whole class of lion. Let me write this example for you. The lion is the king of beasts. The is the king of beast. Here, the lion means not only a particular lion, but the whole class of lion is the king of beast. Pranyansa Raja, the king of beast, the lion. The lion is the king of beast. So the is used when a singular, here it is singular, when a singular noun or an adjective of quality is meant to represent a whole class. So this lion represent the whole class of lions. Next, the rich are not always happy. The rich are not always happy. That means the rich people are not always happy. The whole class of rich people. The rich are not always happy. The rich are not always happy. The rich, that means the class of rich people. The rich are not always happy. The is used here. So the rich is adjective and line is noun. Next, the is used. Remember this, dear friends. The is used before the names of rivers. The is used before the names of rivers. The is used before the names of seas. The is used before the names of oceans. The is used before the names of mountain ranges. Before the names of mountain ranges. Then groups of islands. Group of islands. The is used before the group of islands. Before the gulfs. Before the canals. Before the plains. Before the deserts. Before the winds. Before the seasons. For example, the Ganga. The Ganga. Then the Arabian Sea. The Arabian Sea. The Arabian Sea. The Arabian Sea. The Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. The Himalayas. The Himalayas. Lakshadweep Islands. The Lakshadweep Islands. Then the Persian Gulf, the Upper Jhelum Canal, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, the Sahara Desert, the name of the desert, the Sahara. Sahara is a desert. Before that, the is used. The monsoon, it's a season. The monsoon means rainy season. The monsoon. The winter, the west wind. The definite article is used before the names of rivers, before the names of seas, before the names of oceans, before the names of mountain ranges as the Ganga, the Arabian Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, the Himalayas, the Lakshadweep Islands, the Persian Gulf, the Upper Jhelum Canal, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, the Sahara, the monsoon, the winter, the west wind. So before these names, the A used. Next, the is used. Remember, my dear friends, the is used before certain geographical names. Before certain geographical names, the is used before certain geographical names. For example, the Punjab, the Punjab, the Deccan, the Deccan, the Punjab, the Deccan, the Highlands, the Highlands. These are the particular geographical names. The Highlands, United States, the United States. The is used before the particular geographical names or the certain geographical names. For example, the Punjab, the Deccan, the Highlands, the United States, that is the US, United States of America. Then the is used before the names of certain books and scriptures. Scripture, that means the holy books or the holy written scriptures. Hastalikhit. The is used before certain books and the scriptures, the holy books and etc. For example, the Vedas, the Vedas. The Bible, the Gita, then the Guru Granth Sahib, the Guru Granth Sahib,
Hello, sir. Last 7 minutes, sir.
yes sir.
Will we take doubt, sir?
In this way, yes sir. The is used before the holy books or the certain books or the scriptures. For example, the Vedas, the Puranas, the Ramayana, the Quran, the Bible, the Gita, the Guru Granth Sahib, in this way. Now, dear friends, today we have learned articles. Actually, rest of the part of these articles will be taken in our next session. So up to now, what has been we have taken. If you have any query, please you ask. Doubt session, sir, please.
Dhruva, speak please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, you told that the definite article, the represents a particular thing. So how can it represent a particular class?
Particular class. Dear friend, particular class, suppose the rich. The rich, that means the whole class of rich people. Are you getting? The rich, that rich is the adjective. Rich means Sriman. But when we say the rich, that means the whole people who are rich. So the is used for all those people who are rich.
Sir, but I
For
didn't
example, the
understand
rich
this
are
in
not
case of
always happy.
lion.
Yes, the lion. Lion is one here. Okay, it is a noun. It is in singular. But when we say the lion is the king of beasts, that means the whole class of lion.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you remember this example in our MCQs or in the examination also. Don't get confused. Next.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, can you recap A and
Yes,
N
yes, please.
article?
On.
Sir, can you recap A and N?
Yes, why not?
Please, sir.
Very simple, dear friend. Very simple. Look at A or N are the indefinite article. Number one. Number two, they are indefinite because they do not point out any particular. They do not point out any definite or particular person or thing. Their uses are depend on the sound. Firstly, N is used before the vowel sound. Before the vowel sound of a word. Okay. For example, an ass, an apple, an orange, an umbrella, an uncle. Secondly, though the word begins with H, but that H is sound like a vowel, a, then we have to use an. For example, an hour, an honest man, an ear. Secondly, if that H is sounds like a consonant, then we have to use A. For example, a hotel, a heroic deed, etc. A historical knowledge. Then an is used before individual letters which sounds like vowel. A is I O U. For example, an M P, an M A, and S P. Then A is used beginning with consonant. Consonant means B, C, D, G, F, G, H, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. Except A, E, I, O, U. Rest of the alphabet are consonant. So word begin with consonant. Before that we have to use a yard, a horse, a man. Again, dear friend, sometimes U is a vowel, sounds like YU. At that time, before them, we have to use a. For example, a university, a union, a usage, a useful thing, a European, etc. Then some vowel like O sounds like WU. When O sounds like WU, at that time we have to use A. For example, a 1 rupee note, a one-eyed giant, and then the use of the use of the. And we know when we talk about a particular person, a thing, then we have to use the. For the numerical, we have to use the. Now, dear friends, definite article is used for, again, remember this, when a singular noun or an adjective of quality is meant to represent a whole class. For example, the lion is the king of beasts. The rich are not always happy. In this way. We have to use a for the sort of a great deal of, a dozen. We have to use a before half also. For example, 1.5 kilos, a kilo and a half holiday, a half share. We have to use a for exclamations like what a long queue, such a selfish man, what a fine day. Next student, please.
If anyone have doubts, then raise your hand. We have less than 1 minute. Next session will start at 10:30. There will be the science lecture.